questions. If you have a question, go ahead, raise your hand, get my attention. Coach?
I had an opportunity to visit with the team after the game, and you know, so proud of this group for so many reasons. But I think what we saw out there this afternoon, and I told the team this, was a result of a group that showed up to the facility on Monday, learned from the Iowa game, put it behind them, walked out of the facility, came back Monday afternoon, had an awesome Monday practice, followed by a great Tuesday, a great Wednesday, a great Thursday, a focused Friday, and a group of young men that stepped into a really difficult environment to play in and attacked and truly believed in themselves. It's just as a coach and as a coaching staff, we couldn't be more proud of the way that these guys have just continued to battle, continued to grow, continued to improve, and to see them put 4 quarters together today was really special. The challenge moving forward is going to be enjoying this one and then coming back, flushing this, Sunday evening and getting ready for Purdue on Monday.
Coach, obviously, we have to start with Ben after 4 weeks, comes back and plays that first half. What did you see from this week at practice that made you think he was ready to go? And then, of course, when he stepped out.
Great question. What I saw was a young man that didn't miss a beat. I mean, Tuesday's practice, we're kind of, easing him back into things, and he's on time, he's confident. And what that is an indication to me is that's a young man with a ton of maturity that even when he was injured and coming back from injury was staying locked in, staying focused, and knew that his opportunity was gonna come at some point and he was gonna be ready for it.
Jake?
Coach, first off, Mike Fink says hello. And secondly, now that you've had the opportunity to coach inside of Camp Randall, what was the experience like and how did it live up to your expectations?
You know what, Big Ten football, and it's pretty awesome for our guys to come into this environment, a really difficult environment to play in. I've been in Camp Randall for a lot of different reasons over the years. watching high school state championship games and recruiting. Watching games here, Big Ten football games here as a kid growing up. Knew the environment that existed here. Really proud of the way our guys came in, and a credit to Mike Fink. I didn't start playing football until I was a freshman in high school. And, those of us that got into this profession, so many of us got into it to have a positive impact on young people. And Mike Fink has had a tremendous impact on my life and helped me learn to love the game of football. And, to be receiving text messages from people like Coach Fink going into this game is really special. So for those coaches out there, we think we have a tremendous impact on people as college coaches. We're not even scratching the surface. High school coaches, what they do for young people, it's incredible. This game is really special. And thank you to Mike Fink. Love that man.
This is a Wisconsin team that came into Evanston last year and won at Ryan Field by 35 points. And obviously you weren't there for that, but a lot of these players were. Was that something that came up over the course of the week?
You know what? Honestly, never. We knew we were coming here to face a really good Wisconsin team. Well coached, physical brand of football, different element to the offense this year with the tempo. But, we knew we just had to be rooted into our purpose, why we're playing for one another the way that we are, and have a great week of preparation. Again, I've said it before, even after losses, we got a confident group right now, and that confidence is stemming from our guys are truly feeling like they're improving each and every day.
We're here first, then Matt.
What 5-5 to be 5-5 where y'all are now after everything this group went through in the summer and everything? Just how have y'all been able to do that? And what to say for this?
Yeah, no, it's a bunch of purpose-driven people, a bunch of purpose-driven dudes on this team that know why they're doing what they're doing. I've used the word warrior before. I'll continue to use it. People that know their purpose, and their purpose is greater than self, and that's what you're seeing just exude out of this team right now, and that's what this game's all about.
Matt?
Coach, you're the first coach at Northwestern in their first year to win 5 games since 1903. What does that accomplishment mean to you, and do you feel you've earned the full-time job?
It means that I'm so stinking proud of this group of guys in that locker room. So proud of this staff. So proud of just the way that everyone has continued to battle. True character, is revealed in times of adversity, and the way that this team has continued to perform is just a credit to their character.
Do you feel you've earned the full-time job?
That's not up to me. I'm just going to keep putting every fiber of my being into making sure that these student athletes have the best experience this year.
Lawrence and Brett.
Coach, going
going back to Ben, just to clarify, was Tuesday the day you felt like, or your coaching staff felt like he was ready to go for Saturday?
We were going to take it one day at a time. You never know how something like that is going to respond to coming off of an injury, but you could tell he was focused and poised and ready to go. And as the week went along, I think his confidence grew, and I think as a staff, our confidence continued to grow in his ability to come in here and execute at a high level, and we certainly saw that today.
And just to follow that up, of course, the offense got out really hot start. They scored on the first drive, of course, and kept scoring.
Yep.
Was there a play or anything where you were just like, yeah, he's locked in? Or was that even before the game?
I think there was a play early in the game. I believe it was, I don't know if it was the first or the second quarter, but we got a third down. It's down the tight zone. His mechanics at the line of scrimmage, recognizing the coverage, lifts a fade ball up to the end zone. I mean, just really locked in, throws a great ball, executes. I mean, just the mental side of it as well. That was a moment that was pretty neat just to see him operate and execute.
Coach, you guys have struggled here in Madison, hadn't won since 2015. You were the first team since 2008 to come in here and put up 24 points in the first half. What did it mean to snap this losing streak, especially in a stadium where this program has historically struggled?
It's so awesome to see our offense come out fast. We talk about complementary football. One of the ultimate things that you can do as a team against a tempo offense like we were facing in Wisconsin is play with a lead. And for our offense to put our defense in that situation and continue to build off of special teams and flipping the field there, in the fourth quarter. What it means. I think it's more than anything just a reflection of this group that the worthiness and confidence that this group has in itself. It's real. You step in an environment like this against a quality opponent and come in here and execute for 4 quarters. This group's confident that I can play with anyone.
Coach, back at 500 on the year with the win today, with 2 more games left in the season, with obviously 2 opportunities to reach that very important 6th win. What does that mean to you guys this late in the season to have that?
We're in a great spot. We talked to ourselves, talked as a team, on Tuesday about leaving no doubt. Leaving no doubt. And at the end of the day, we took a step in the right direction of leaving no doubt. And we're gonna take that next step by preparing our tails off for Purdue. And I told the guys this morning, you don't leave no doubt just by showing up on game day ready to go in there swinging. You leave no doubt by the way that you prepare. And today's performance was a direct reflection of the way that our guys left no doubt and just had a great week of preparation.
Coach, your offensive line throughout this year has definitely faced its criticisms and struggles, but today only 2 sacks, and your run backs today and blitz pickup were really good. What do you see from that group this week in practice, and of course getting out there against a good Packers pass rush?
Yeah, just a group that's continued to tune everything out, go back to work, and one moment that really. There was a pass play early in the first quarter where the line's holding up, doing a great job, clean pocket for Ben. He's on time, completes a great pass. And then, obviously I've talked about the backs being such a critical piece in that pass protection as well. There's an element in the game today where I see Trey Tyus, just step up, big-time block on a linebacker, cuts him down. It takes everyone to protect the quarterback. Really proud of the way that our guys have responded in that regard.
Coach, Wisconsin came into today averaging 161 yards on the ground, held them to 86 today, which I think might be their lowest on the season. What did you see from the rush defense today?
That old line in Wisconsin is really good. And Coach Smith, Coach McGargle in the front 7 did a great job in their preparation this week. But we were, we talked about it all week. You're going to have to finish every play unblocked, and that's going to take hand violence, and that's going to take a certain demeanor and an attitude. And I just saw a bunch of guys that rolled out there today, and they weren't going to allow themselves to be blocked. It wasn't about the calls. It wasn't about scheming things up. It was a bunch of dudes that just showed up and battled and played with the right demeanor and right attitude.
Coach, more than 200 yards of penalties over your last 3 games, just 27 tonight. Wisconsin doubled that. How did cleaning that up help you guys in the game?
It's critical. It keeps it makes sure that you keep yourself ahead of the chains offensively and keep drives alive. It makes sure that when you're executing on defense, it doesn't prolong drives for the opponent. And again, the thing that I'm proud of for the most part, we were really clean procedurally. The occasional holding call, PI, things that are just based on aggression and guys playing really hard. You're gonna have to deal with those every now and then. But really proud, especially in an environment like this, our ability to play relatively clean game.
Coach, save for that touchdown with under 15 seconds left, this defense has only given up 13 points in its last 8 quarters against two of the better teams in this Big Ten West division. What does it say about the defense to be playing some of its best ball as of late in these games, or most important in this stretch?
I know I'm going to sound like a broken record here, but I mean, again, it's guys that have just continued to improve fundamentally. You know, that haven't got so caught up in scheme or, you know, certain play. It's guys that showing up on Tuesday and improving in their tackling, improving in their block destruction, working on ball out breaks. I mean, it's just all those little things that, you know, this group continues to improve upon. And you know, I think I got to point out the leadership on that defense. You know, there's a group of young men. And not just our captains. I mean, just a bunch of veteran guys on that defense that are pushing this group forward. We're going to need their leadership even more as we continue through the season.
Coach, after Coco went down, it seemed like Jaheim stepped right into his role and kept the level where it was at. What does that say about your collective defensive effort, and how would you evaluate your defense as a whole today?
Yeah, we're really proud of the way that our guys, you know, Wisconsin's going to move the ball, but I was really proud of their poise. And Jaheim, so stinking proud of him. You know, we talk all the time, you know, to own your role, but not necessarily be satisfied with your role. And Jaheim's someone that, you know, may not have been satisfied with his number of snaps over the course of the season, but he continued to own his role, continued to prepare, knowing that, you know, at the end of the day, the way football is, you know, opportunity's coming at some point. You better be ready. And that today, his performance was a reflection of a young man that just continued to stay ready. And when it was his time to shine, he did. He played really well.
Coach, Camp Randall led you guys with 72 rushing yards. Felt like he was really hitting the hole with aggression, making people miss. Did you guys tweak anything or say anything to him this week in practice that led you to be confident that he could be the lead back for you guys?
You know, I think our O-line just did a great job of really moving the line of scrimmage, instilling some confidence in Cam and the running backs. And I was really proud of the way all those guys ran. Cam, Trey, Joe Hyman in there. I mean, just downhill, physical, pads down. You know, our brand of ball. It was fun.
Coach, do you have any update on Coco's status?
Not at this point. You know, certainly for Coco's sake, we're hoping he's back on the field sooner than later. That dude is special, and I know he'll continue to lead and be a great teammate and push like crazy to get himself back on the field.
Did this game mean anything more to you as your first road win?
You know what? Honestly, no. It means so much to me to walk in that locker room and see the way that those guys react to knowing that they walked into a really hostile environment against a really good football team, and not only found a way to win. I mean, our guys put 4 quarters together. We're really proud of that group, and what means most to me is that I've had the opportunity to do it with those guys.
And Coach, you've talked a lot this season about having a team of warriors and not having mercenaries. How would you say your team fought out there today to help you bring home that win?
Yeah, just purpose-driven dudes. You know, I mean, I've really encouraged our guys. You know, it's amazing. You know, as a position coach, sometimes you get so caught up in talking about the finer details of football. As a coordinator, you're talking so much scheme. You know, and what I've learned over the years is at the end of the day, you know, we coach people. We coach student athletes. We don't coach football players. And whether you're a position coach, coordinator, support staff, head coach, when you can meet people where they're at and do everything in your power to pour into them as individuals, that's the ultimate blessing of being a head coach. You get an opportunity to do that with the entire team. I think you see a group of guys that, you know, when I get an opportunity to spend time with them, you know, I'm talking football sometimes, but a lot of times we're just talking life. And man, this group just continues to respond, continues to root into their purpose, continues to play their tail off for one another, and it's tangible. Like, you can put all the PowerPoints up on a screen that you want and talk, you know, this group leads with their actions. Their actions show that purpose, and that's what I'm most proud of.
Coach, when you have a quarterback like Ben Braun that's played for the opposing head coach before, does any preparation change at all, or not?
I don't know how preparation changes, but you know, Ben's a competitor. You know, I've referred to Ben as a warrior before. I mean, that dude was laser focused all week. You know, and he was laser focused to get back as soon as he possibly could. And for him to have an opportunity to get back for this game, you know, for me to tell you that wasn't part of his thought process, you'll have to ask him. But you know, I don't know. I just saw a dude that was laser focused, and that he continues to set the standard. The expectation is he comes right back again this next week and is laser focused and ready to go for another Big Ten tilt.
David.
Coach, to start the first half, you all were 10 for 10 on third down. What about this game plan from Coach Bajake? You thought put yourselves in good position to convert on those opportunities.
It was great to see them, staying ahead of the chains. It was efficient. The ball was coming out on time, and we've talked about it previously. Efficiency has the ability to lead to explosiveness. And just as a defensive play caller, I understand when you feel like an offense is efficient and they're staying ahead of the chains. As a play caller, you start to get back on your heels a little bit. And then you start to panic and maybe get over-aggressive. And that's what opens up opportunities for explosive plays. I was really proud of the way that we just executed, the efficiency that we showed on offense today. Something really exciting to build off of.
Coach, when the right before the fourth quarter began, when jump around started playing, your sideline kind of really got into the energy. What does that say about how the game was going and how your team really built off the environment today?
Yeah, they were just having fun. A bunch of college guys that love playing the game of football, love playing together. That's, jump around's one of those iconic things in college football. I'd be lying to you if I told you it wasn't playing a bunch at practice throughout the week. That's a bunch of guys that are just battling, staying focused, but also having a lot of fun playing an awesome game.
Last one, David.
Coach, we can hear the music bumping from the locker room right now. I know in the past weeks you said you're not that much of a dancer. We're about to see some dance moves in there.
You know what? The dance moves already got busted out. So I'll leave it to other guys to judge my rhythm and my expertise. But there's nothing more exciting than celebrating a win with the team, and so excited to continue that celebration. We're going to enjoy this tonight. We're going to enjoy this tomorrow morning, and then we're going to get back at it and flip it on Monday and get ready for Purdue.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, everyone.